see a long-term ownership position, and I see it bringing great stability to that part of the Middle East and maybe the entire Middle East. And everybody I've spoken to, this was not a decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land, developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent in a really magnificent area that nobody would know. And I don't want to be cute, I don't want to be a wise guy, but the Riviera of the Middle East, this could be something that could be so this could be so magnificent.
Further discuss this now with Shahram Akbarzadeh. He is a professor of Middle East politics at Deakin University and joins me live now from Melbourne in Australia. Thank you, Professor, for being with us on the program. Let's just pick up from where Craig left off at regarding the two-state solution. Has Trump essentially ruled out the creation of a two-state solution with that statement?
Yes, it's really hard to fathom what he's trying to achieve with these kind of statements. The U.S. has a long-standing policy of recognizing a two-state solution for Palestinians and Israelis, even though the U.S. has traditionally favored Israel in its policies. The official line has never violated the fact that there would be a future state for the Palestinians. So it's really hard to understand what President Trump is trying to achieve with these really shooting from the hip kind of policies. There has been no preparation, no deliberation on this point, and it contradicts what Trump has done in his first term as president. He has extracted the United States from the Middle East. He negotiated the withdrawal of the United States from Afghanistan, if you recall, which was a very controversial deal with the Taliban. Reduced, practically withdraw U.S. troops from Syria. So really, this would contradict everything that he has done in his first term.
Right, and this essentially means hundreds of thousands of Palestinians forcibly displaced from their homes, ethnically cleansed from their land to foreign soil. Will neighbors Jordan and Egypt accept, though?
No, they have been very clear that this is an illegal act. It contradicts international law. You cannot forcibly remove population under occupation to other countries. Both Jordan and Egypt have dismissed the idea, and it's the illegality of this case is very clear. Gaza is an occupied territory under international law. Ever since Israel occupied it in 1967, and it has been recognized as an occupied territory in international law by the United Nations. In fact, even after Israel dismantled its settlements in 2005, I believe, and established a security wall around Gaza, it remained to be seen. It remained as occupied territory in international law. Israel is responsible for the safety, for the welfare of the population living under occupation. Mm-hmm. That is Israel's responsibility. So to say that they're going to displace and relocate and move population to other countries is completely illegal.
Right. And the stance of Saudi Arabia is, of course, an important one. They say no to normalization without a two-state solution. They've been sticking to that point since the get-go. Are they genuine, though? Will they change their mind if Trump does indeed make what he said tonight a reality?
But this does put Saudi Arabia in a difficult situation. Saudi Arabia is on very good terms with the United States and doesn't want to put that relationship at risk. Saudi Arabia had initially, before the war in Gaza, had initially hinted that they would be happy to to establish relations with Israel. But I think the war in Gaza has really put everything in a different perspective. And Saudi Arabia is very uncomfortable in going along with Trump's plans and establishing diplomatic ties with Israel when the Muslim public opinion globally is so galvanized against Israel.
Okay, Professor Shahram Akbarzadeh, thank you so much for being with us here on TRT World and sharing that analysis with us.
Thanks for having me.